Pastor Mindy, and I am here with another activity from one of our Wednesday night activity groups. And this week we are going to be doing one of the fun crafts from our Gracious Gifts, which is led by Kessie and Jen. And I thought this was a perfect project for us to do with Mother's Day just a few weeks away. We are going to make a beautiful sun catcher. So it'll be a great gift for your mom, your grandma, your neighbor, whoever. They would love it. So you need some supplies that are pretty basic. You need some sort of coloring sheet, or you could even make your own drawing, but I just happen to have some coloring sheets of some birds. I have the adult coloring book ones, but you can really do anything you want. You just want a smaller picture. You're gonna need some fine tip markers, a little bowl, some paper towels, a cotton ball, some vegetable oil, a pair of scissors, a ring for a mason jar lid, and then some twine. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing you are going to do is you are going to color your picture. So I'm going to just color this little bird. Like I said, I love birds. I have a whole bunch of bird feeders at my house. I love watching them. It's so relaxing to me. So I'm going to color my bird. Making the picture colorful will add so much to it later on. So definitely add a lot of color. All right. So once you have your bird colored, I did this one ahead of time. So once you have your bird colored, this is what you are going to do next. You are going to take your lid from your jar. So I have the wide mouth one, but you could really use any one that you want. And you're going to center your picture inside your lid like that. You want it to be able to see as much of the picture as possible, right? So once you have it all centered, what you're gonna do is you are going to trace. So this is when that pen comes in handy. You can trace the outside of it. Really works best. Oh, that did not work at all. Let's try that again. The pen must be dead. All right. So once you have that traced, you're gonna cut it out. So it doesn't have to be perfect because we are gonna be gluing this inside of our jar lid. Like I said, this is gonna be so pretty when we're done with it. It really lets the light shine through. So when you have that cut out, then you're just gonna kind of make sure it fits. Mine's a little bit too big, so I'm just gonna trim it down a little bit. I don't wanna trim it down too much where it falls through, but I think just because I trace on the outside instead of the inside of the lid, it just is a little bit too big. So I'm just gonna trace that, or trim that, I should say, a little bit. Didn't cut much off. And then, still a little bit too big. Try one more time here. I think when I shifted over, I messed up. I want to get this circle even. All right, now mine fits, as you can see. You could probably trim us a little bit more on the bottom, and I'm gonna do that right now. All right, so I've trimmed my picture now a little bit more, and now you can see that it fits in there and it's not all wrinkly. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to just place this on a paper towel, and then I'm going to take a little bit of vegetable oil. Now this seems really crazy, but you don't need much. You're gonna take just a little bit of vegetable oil, and you are going to dip a cotton ball in it. Okay, you don't want too much. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna rub it all over your picture. So the reason we're doing this is because that vegetable oil, as you can see, now lets the light shine through a little bit. So that is really fun. If you wanted to do the back, you could do the back a little bit too. And voila, it's become a little bit transparent. Now, What you'll want to do next is you're going to really want to let this dry a little bit. I don't really have time for that, so I'm just going to kind of wipe off the excess of oil so it's not quite so goopy. And then I'm going to take my ring and I'm going to put just a little bit of glue just in that inside lip, and that's just to hold this picture. This glue may be hard. This looks like someone didn't put the cover back on correctly. There we go, I got it off. You can also use hot glue for this, but tacky glue works just as well. So I'm just gonna put, it's a thin coat of glue, I don't know if you can see that. And then we are going to place my bird in there and just stick it down. Ta-da, ta-da. And now you can just take a piece of twine or ribbon or yarn or whatever you have, and you're just gonna loop it around the outside and just tie it in a knot. Super easy. And then they have a place to hang it. So a super easy, super simple craft that I promise any mom, grandma, or anybody in your life will love. So I miss you guys. I'm praying for each and every one of you. I'm sorry if you didn't get to do this activity with Cassie and Jen because they are probably way better at explaining it than I am. But I hope that you have fun doing it nonetheless. Hopefully see you guys soon.